Hey guys, Trigger here. So, I told you I was going to do a little bit of a review when I got my new hard hat. I told you I was going to get one. I got one. I like it. It was standing temperature in the shade of 105 heat index today. I was securing my load. I was breaking down a load today. Absolutely love this new bucket. You know, my old bucket, let me talk about that one for a minute. You know, she's a little worse for wear, a little dirty. Really, really super basic. Super cheap. Only a 4-point on the inside. No swing or adjust on, no swing on that. You can adjust it, but nah. Really, all you can do is cinch it down to try to keep it from falling off your head, or use the chin strap. We won't talk about that. The sweatband in this thing, absolutely wretched. Absolutely wretched. Once you start sweating, that really cheap open cell foam gets full of sweat. You start moving around, you tilt your head, and sweat's just pouring. I mean, it's like somebody turned on a water spigot under your head. It's horrible. Hate it. It's miserable wearing a cheap hat. Really is. I'm keeping them on the truck just in case. You know, like if my wife's riding with me, I go to a job site, she's got to have a bucket. There's a bucket she can wear. My bucket, Klein Tools. You know, it's got the hard hat accessory in the front and the rear. You can add stuff to it. You can add stuff on the side. Most importantly, it's vented on both sides. You can close the vents. You can leave them open. I super glued mine open because I'm fat. I sweat a lot. Just the way it is. So I want it to breathe. I've wore that cheap one when it was -4 degrees up in Wisconsin securing a load, and I was pouring buckets of sweat. Not fun. Good way to get sick. This one breathes. On the inside, 6-point. It actually has a pad right here. Not just that web liner. It actually has a mesh pad. Does really good. Both this and this padding actually wick the sweat away and cool you off. I don't know how it works, but it works. It was 104 heat index today. I think it said 96 degrees on the weather app while I was doing my securement. My truck was saying 105. Yeah, I was sweating, but I wasn't sweating nowhere near as bad as with that other bucket. This one's worth it. You know, you got, this actually moves. Instead of just being rigid, it actually moves. It's got better padding to it than the foam. Like, that rubber grips your head. It stays there. And it's not uncomfortable. You know, so I really can't say enough good about this bucket. You know, at a later time, I'll have probably a more opinionated stance on it, where like, you might be able to do this or this to improve it for comfort, but as it sits for a $50 bucket, well worth it. Meets all the safety standards anywhere you go. You know, I don't have any complaints. You know, absolutely solid. But like this, just like everything else that I actually use on a regular basis, is going to be linked down in the comments. You know, I told you once I got it, I was going to throw the link down there after I had a chance to test it out and see if it is actually worth anything. 10 out of 10, will buy again. I will definitely be buying another one. Just absolutely incredible. I always like having a couple. Just better to have and not need, and than need and not have type situation. And it never hurts to have an extra when you're talking about your PPE, whether it be, you know, your safety glasses, your hard hat. Never hurts to have an extra. Uh, I've got 3 or 4 different safety vests on the truck, so I got plenty of option on switching those out. But if you have any comments, concerns, or complaints, throw it down in the comment section. I will do everything I can to answer your questions and keep you updated on what gear that I actually use on the truck. Y'all, I'm not even playing. Well worth the buy on that hat. As a disclaimer, yes, there are some other brands that you can grab that are also vented. I didn't like the way their liners looked. I got that one. It was recommended to me by somebody that I know. I work with them. They have an older model. I got a newer model. I absolutely love it. They also have a more expensive option that already comes with the headlamp. Buy the headlamp separate. It's cheaper. It really is. When I buy one, I'll test it out, check it out, then I'll post a review on it. But for what it is, great buy. Absolutely phenomenal buy. Just like that rechargeable flashlight that I've got down there in the links. Absolutely phenomenal buy. For what it is, it does what you want it to do. It's on, off. It doesn't have strobe. It doesn't do any... You don't have to click the button 5 or 6 times to turn it on or off. Hit the button, it comes on. Hit the button, it goes off. It's what you want out of a flashlight. It's good, it's bright, it's rechargeable. You don't have to buy batteries, because buying batteries at a truck stop, and they are expensive. When you can find a 9-volt battery, for example, it's like $16 for a 9-volt battery at a truck stop. So keep that in mind. Just about everything I rock is rechargeable if it takes power. I don't actually think I have anything that I have to replace the batteries on anymore. So, y'all, seriously, let me know what you think. I know I rambled at the end, but I'm excited. I actually have something I don't dread putting the damn thing on. So, let's get to it. Y'all have a good one. Trigger out.